there, and welcome to another episode of Pubs, Suds, and Grubs presents
The Speakeasy.
I am John. Sitting next to me, as always, is
Ken, what's up, guys?
What's going on? How you doing, Ken?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I've seen better days. But we're here.
We missed a week.
We did miss a week. We will get into that in a minute.
Yes, we did.
I have not had a beer in quite some time.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm looking forward to what we have right now.
Yes, this is a good one.
Yes. We are doing today an Other Half beer, Citra Daydream.
Is that one double dry hop, that one?
This one is double dry hopped.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Awesome.
Oat Cream India Pale Ale. Coming in at 6%. That's a nice percent.
That's one where, you can have a couple of them and you're not going to get tanked right away.
Yeah.
Which is probably good because it seems like... I don't know. Lately we've been getting a little too
we like those high.
early.
We like those high percentage beers. But there's that word again. Oat cream. Oaty. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. What was that? The first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this going to be Oaty?
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Let's try it, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back. All right.
Great to be back. Wow.
What do you think?
That's delicious.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
That's delicious.
Is that what you've been missing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. It's creamy. It's light. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, Other Half's doing a lot of things lately. We were just talking about, before we started doing this, about where they have a new facility
They
out.
just opened up a new one.
Like a tap room in Manhattan, right?
Right in by Rockefeller Center, I believe.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
I met a guy who was a distributor for them. He came to my place of work where I work, my second job.
All right.
And he was talking about it, and he says it's a phenomenal setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's really cool.
I got to get out there. I mean, have you been going to Manhattan at all? Or
I have not been in the city, and I can't tell you how long.
Yeah.
At least a couple of years.
It probably has been almost a couple of years. I mean, after all this started, and it just seems like New York has become a little bit unsafe lately.
Yeah, I know. It's like, don't stay away.
but I'm sure where this is, it's not too bad. So
yeah,
I mean, check it out. So
you take the bus, the train in. You get off, you walk around Times Square a little bit.
Yeah.
You stop into Other Half, have a couple beers.
Yeah.
That's great. That's going to be a banging location.
Your Pops is out there all the time, right?
He lives out there.
Yeah. That's
He's there
great.
all the time.
He's living a life, huh?
He is.
Yeah,
he
awesome.
is.
Good for him.
But this is great, man.
Yeah, this is good,
So how many breweries, or tap rooms, should I say, does Other Half have now?
Well, I think they had... there's the two I knew of prior to this, and then this, I guess...
They got one in D.C.
Oh, then there's more than that. Yeah.
One in South Philly now. If it's not open, it's going to be open soon.
Well, you know more about it than I do. Then I should be asking you that question.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was only a couple. Just where I'm a little behind, I guess, with this stuff. So
you're starting to see them in stores more often.
Yes. Well, that's that's where this one came from.
That's great.
Our buddy Dom used to be out in that area in Brooklyn. He would pick them up, and
it was a special
Hey, you guys want anything? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah. So now it's cool to see it, and I'm sure Dom's happy that we're not bothering him too much with that stuff.
Right?
So.
Well, shout out, Dom. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you.
Dude.
Yeah, as always, he's always.
But what's in the store? Is it their basic stuff?
No,
I can't find anything.
I mean, there's quite a few. There's always 6 options.
Green City is the one I always see.
Green City, yeah, that one was there. I picked this one up from Gary's in Bernardsville. I shouldn't have revealed my secret, but yeah.
I'll be going there on my way home.
yeah, actually, you can go that. Yeah, on your way home, you can stop there.
Yeah,
and
great.
They have a few of them there. And they have some other stuff. They had some Great Notion there. They had some, which is nice to see. I think Kane is the guy's responsible for that and getting it distributed out in this area.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool to see that around as well.
Beer. You appreciate a good pale ale.
Yeah, this one definitely. I mean, this is you said 6, right? Yeah. That's and the oat cream, like you said. So that's pretty cool.
It's oaty.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's oaty. I'll take it.
I'll take that one. Is there lactose in here though?
It doesn't say it.
It doesn't say it. It's like it almost gives you a mouthfeel. Like
I don't know yet. I wonder what the requirements are on that. Do they have to disclose if it has lactose? I see breweries that do, so you're assuming that maybe they'd have to.
I don't know. You could tell I haven't had a beer in a while because I'm putting it down pretty fast.
So why haven't you had a beer in a while? Why do we miss a week of doing this, John?
We missed 1 week. Well, I contracted the COVID-19 disease.
Oh.
The Omicron version.
The Rona.
The Rona, not the Corona. So I was out of it for a good week.
Yeah, how you feeling now?
Not 100%. I still feel it a little.
On.
Yeah.
Let me scoot over.
Mask up. No, I am negative now.
All right. Good.
Symptom free.
Yeah.
You feel a little lingering congestion in the chest.
Yeah.
A little fatigue still. It was no joke.
I'm sure it wasn't, man. That's
I didn't get a crazy heavy version. Like I wasn't hospitalized. I was just on the couch, held up for a couple days. But it wasn't a asymptomatic one either. You see a lot of people walk around, they don't know they have it. Well,
here's the thing, just for a backstory. John has been vaccinated. He had the 2 shots, Pfizer, and
over a year ago.
Yeah, so
it is a year now.
Yeah, I was going to say
January.
Yeah, it's coming into a year, right? So, you did not get your booster.
I was set up to get my booster.
Oh, okay.
And then this happened.
Yeah. And now, what's the it's almost like what's the point? So
I believe I have to wait. I don't know if it's 4 weeks or 4 months.
Yeah,
I looked at
4 weeks sounds about right.
4
it's not
weeks?
4 months. Yeah,
yeah. So I
think technically I've heard that it's right when you test negative, but
well, I believe I read. So it's 4 weeks, not 4 months. You're right. 4 weeks from your first symptom, your first day of symptom.
Okay.
Then you can go get your booster, and then I'll be like superhuman. I'm not even gonna catch a cold.
Well, we hope that's the case.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I did get my booster.
How'd that work out for you?
I'm not sure. Let me put it this way: the way it was I think every shot was a different experience between the first. The second, which I think was the worst as far as I couldn't really sleep well at night that first night. This time I actually took a couple Tylenol PMs and I slept fine the first night, but it was I've had brain fog and stuff, and I've kind of been a little bit out of it, to be honest with you.
I've heard that about this booster.
Yeah, so
I heard people are getting like a little lethargic, very fatigued.
Yes, very fatigued. But I always have fatigue, but definitely maybe more fatigue, I guess. The first couple of days.
How was the arm soreness? I heard that's a big one on this one too.
Just one day.
Just one day?
Yeah, one day for me. For me, it was more that bothered me is the brain fog, a little bit of depression, and it almost makes me question if I have to get another. Will I? I think I'll be honest with you. I think I'm done with this. I'm done with it. I've been trying to play by the rules, and I just don't feel right after this one, and I feel like something's a little off.
Right.
I mean, every day's a new day, and every day I guess I feel a little bit better, but I still feel a little spacey. So I don't know. I don't feel confident enough to get, and I keep reading more on this, reading more, hearing more, listening more, and I'm trying to educate myself on things, and which.
Well, I'll tell you, getting it, I don't know if the vaccine made it better for me. I don't know if it would have been like.
Yes.
There were days I couldn't breathe. I was really I couldn't catch my breath. And I was thinking, if I wasn't vaccinated, would it have been a hospital case?
Yes. Could you have died?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We won't know.
Yeah. So I guess, it's the old expression, better be safe than sorry, and just do it and whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's getting to, like I said, it's getting to that point. Like, how many times do I need to do do
and they're talking a fourth booster.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's just say I'm a little reluctant now. And
my weirdest symptom that I had? I lost my sense of smell.
Yeah, that sucks.
I did not lose my sense of taste, though.
Which is weird, because it usually goes hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
I put my nose in a jar of garlic, couldn't smell it. I had a bunch of candles, I couldn't smell them. My wife bought me this great smelling body wash for the shower. And that's how I figured it out. And I'm like, this stuff don't even smell.
Did you fart and your wife's like, oh, that stinks? And you're like, what are you talking about? I don't smell anything.
Well, no, but when I did have to use the bathroom, it was a great pleasure. I didn't smell anything. So it
wasn't as toxic as normal.
No. I was like, did I even go?
Yeah. Well, you know what, John?
Yeah,
I'm glad to see you're doing all right now.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm
and
back.
We're glad to see that's over with.
So,
And
I took a little bit off of drinking because I didn't want it to mess with my immune system.
Yeah.
So, cheers. We're back.
Cheers, man. Cheers to coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers to getting this back going again. I mean, it was only 1 week that we missed, but still, we missed it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, what else, man?
That's it. I mean, back to Other Half, though, real quick.
Yeah.
I have only been to the tap room once.
Yeah.
And you took me there. And that was a great time. What if maybe we can make it a point to get to these other tap rooms.
Yeah.
You know?
I would be down
Philly's
to check
not
out.
far.
Yeah, I would.
DC
I would,
might be
absolutely.
a 2-day trip if we were able to get down there.
Well, Philly's cool because you go down Philly and you get a tired hands or something while you're down there.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Just,
we're gonna have to get some tired hands in here.
Yeah. You know, Jay's been asking us for a while to. Our buddy Jay has been asking us to do some brewery trips, and he's
it's a fresh year.
Yeah,
the PTOs are fresh. You know, at work. Let's make a day trip.
Yeah, let's just use them all in 1 month, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Be a time off. Yeah,
but yeah, I'm saying let's check out one of these new tap rooms that they have. I mean, Brooklyn's the old school original, right? But
that's the OG, man. Yeah. That's
but bigger and better things, maybe, you know?
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, every time they do something new, it seems like it's more and more exciting, better and better.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Yeah. I mean, if it ain't broke, which I didn't think the newest location in Brooklyn was, but it's a cool spot.
Hey, I'm down for maybe it's more hipster. Maybe it'll be too hipster for us. I think we're more old school.
Well, I got to wear my glasses and grow the beard a little bit longer.
Speaking of the beard, let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
So my wife made it a point, and my daughters like to rub it in as well, to tell me that I'm going gray in the beard a little bit.
Okay, well that's called getting old.
Right.
Yeah.
So they said I should dye it. What do you think? Should I dye my beard? Should I go dark?
Who are you doing it for? For them or for you?
I could care less.
So then don't do it.
Them, if they, if maybe I get a little extra loving because my beard is darker.
Let's keep in mind you're married to my cousin.
Yeah,
man.
That's not what I mean. I mean
right.
Hugs and kisses.
Oh, I see.
No, but what do you think? What are your thoughts on dyeing when a man starts to become gray?
What are my thoughts? Like I said, it really depends. If you're happy with the way you are and the way you look, then whatever. I mean, we're guys. It's a little bit easier for us, man.
It is.
When I don't think it's as necessary.
But I'm going gray quick. I'm going to be like Santa Claus pretty soon.
I think it's cool. I mean, George Clooney's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
You know, and he's got that salt and pepper. You know, now it's a little bit more salt, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no George Clooney though, but. I'm actually thinking maybe it would look pretty cool though if I was like a little extra dark. Maybe it'll make me take 10 years off.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Whatever floats your boat.
So this is what I'm going to say. Anybody watching, I want you guys to comment if I should dye my beard. What do you think? Think we can get anybody's opinions on this? They don't care.
They probably don't care. They're going to be like... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I bet, who knows? You never know. You never know. You never know.
One person tells me to do it, I'll do it. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
Just for men.
You know what I was doing for a while was I was actually plucking some of those gray hairs.
I was too, but
and
I'll have nothing left.
Yeah, and then it got to the point where I'm like,
you're gonna have patches, missing patches.
Yeah, now it's something that I don't think I could do. I just got to live with it.
But yeah, having 11-year-old daughters, they remind me every day that I look old. So
yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sure Emmett Smith would tell you to.
Yeah, right. He's the Just for Men guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in other news, what else? I mean, it seems like
it's been a sad week.
It's been a sad couple weeks with everything going on. I mean, what was the newest one here?
We lost some great celebrities.
Yeah, Bob Saget, man.
Bob Saget. I can't remember the last time I was so shocked over a death.
Yeah, I know.
Bob Saget, that hits home.
Because it came out of nowhere. Yeah,
that's Danny Tanner. That hits home.
Yeah, that one definitely. I was.
We lost Betty White as well,
which
Which she's 99, but that was still a shocker.
It was a
I thought she was going to live forever. I thought she was a vampire. I thought she was going to live forever.
She lived a great life.
She did.
And she made a lot of people happy. And
but Bob Saget, man, that was a dagger in the heart.
Who else, man? You're the guy behind this. So John is... is it infamous or famous for posting
Just a morbid guy.
Celebrity deaths on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm right there,
right there, when it happens. In fact, I sometimes I feel like you're there when they die because it's so quick.
Yeah,
when, people are like, wait. It's like if I want to know celebrity deaths, I just go to John's Facebook page.
I do have a couple sources that'll send me a message on the side and be like, "Hey, I just heard this guy die," and then I'll run on real quick. And I do. I have a couple people. Who
did I text you? John Madden. That's the one I texted you. Yeah, and you're like, Ken, that's old news.
Yeah, I was out there already.
Yeah, that was like 5 minutes after it happened.
We lost Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
Poitier.
Yeah, he broke ground. Was he first
African American to win a Oscar or a Golden Globe, one of those.
No, it was. I think it was Oscar. Best,
Oscar?
Maybe. Yeah, best male actor. Yeah, something of that sort. Yeah. So
classic, great actor. He was elderly as well, right?
Yes, he was old.
So that wasn't a shocker.
Yeah.
But, wow, it's just it's crazy. We're what, 12 days in? We've lost 3 big people. Actually, 4. We lost Peter Bogdanovich. I don't know if you know who he is.
No, I don't.
If you're a Sopranos fan, you would know him as Elliot, the doctor from psychiatrist from The Sopranos.
Oh, okay.
But thinking over the last decade, maybe, like who have we lost celeb-wise that shocked you?
Oh,
so we lost a lot of young people over the last 10 years.
Yeah,
at least
over the last 10 years. Yeah,
yeah.
It's crazy when it comes to. I mean, remember we were talking about it. Which episode? We were talking about comedians who passed and everything, but
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
We've lost James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
One of the, to me, best character actors in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat Tony Soprano. That is the...
Do you think he was typecasted, though? Do you think he was?
Watching his other movies, I say no. Like, he was not like that in a lot of other
I know you had mentioned that one with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, he was... you know what? He was like the scary, burly guy.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that Italian accent. Like, I don't know.
It's tough when you see so. It's like Cousin Eddie. Remember, Cousin Eddie couldn't really get any other roles because he was always Cousin Eddie.
Yeah,
you know. And who's like that? Although he has had other roles. Ryan Reynolds, I say. To me, he's always
the same character.
Yeah, it just seems like he's
a wise ass.
Yes, exactly. Even in the serious roles, it seems like he's a wise ass. You know,
right?
Which. I guess he's not necessarily typecasted, but I feel like he always
it's just what he's good at. So So it's weird, like because when back in the day you'd watch Tom Hanks do comedies and stuff, then all of a sudden he shifted to dramas.
Oh my god!
And you're like, what the hell's going on? You just did Splash, now you're Castaway.
Yeah,
now you're Forrest Gump.
I think he's, in my honest opinion, I think he's one of my top 3 favorite actors.
Oh, he has to be absolutely. I agree.
I mean, you know who my favorite actor is.
I do. Oh, I can't remember his name, though. Oh, no, I can't remember his name.
Daniel Day-Lewis. I love Daniel Day-Lewis.
I'll never understand that. But
Gangs of New York, you know, The Boxer, The Name of the Father, My Left Foot. I mean, just so many.
Never seen any of those. Gangs of New
York. He played
Lincoln,
you know. He you know, he did play Lincoln. He's I mean, he's done so many roles he's amazing.
But even other celebs we lost in the past few years, like Kobe Bryant. How shocking was Kobe Bryant?
I remember where we were. Where were we?
Bolero Snort.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It was Brick City.
No. We
went to Bolero and Brick City that day.
Yes, but we found out at Bolero.
Did we really?
We were upstairs at those picnic tables.
Oh. But that's why I was confused.
Yes,
because we went to both spots.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we met. You know what it is? I think it's because we met with other people at Bricks, and then we started really talking about it there. Maybe that's why that's still in my head.
Yeah, Kobe was a shocker, man. Mm-hmm. Even Luke Perry, Paul Walker.
Yeah.
all these guys, man. It's a shame.
It's sad.
when
It's sad, but
celebs
such
go,
is
you know.
life. Unfortunately, is you know,
It is. I
comes
mean-
with life is death. That's the only thing that we
Yeah.
know is certain. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
And and young people, die all the time, and whether it's a heart attack or an accident or a drug overdose.
oh yeah,
and-
yeah. I've had plenty of friends and
Just-
stuff at young
yeah,
ages.
yeah,
Between OD and
Right.
suicide, and
Right. It's a shame.
it's a shame.
But like you said, with life comes death, and
Yeah.
it happens. I mean,
Yeah.
we're here one day and we're gone the next.
yeah. Well, I think we're being downers right now. I think
Yeah,
we
not
got
to
to change
be
this.
not
Yeah.
to be morbid, but
Between the COVID and the let's get into other
All right,
things.
Well, speaking of James Gandolfini and Tony Soprano,
Oh,
while I was quarantined, I watched the whole series of The Sopranos. I binge watched the whole thing.
There's something about being sick and watching gangster shows or movies. I remember the first time, and I was late to it, I watched The Godfather. It was when I was homesick with like the flu or something, and I said, you know what, this is a good time to pop this in, because I had the DVD collection, and I was like, I haven't watched it yet.
Because it's like 8 hours long. You need the time.
Extremely, yeah. And I watched it, and then after I was done, I walked to the Bullet Hole, or I drove to the Bullet Hole in Belleville. I bought myself a gun.
You were going to take out Don Lucchese? What were you doing?
Yeah, and I was going to hide it behind this toilet.
Yeah. Well, good thing you didn't.
Nah, I'm joking. I didn't buy a gun, but yeah.
Wow, The Godfather. Back in the day, I had the VHS
Yeah.
growing up, and it was tape 1 and tape 2
Yeah.
because the tape couldn't handle the
Oh
whole-
my God, yeah. Remember
handle the
that?
whole
That's
thing.
crazy.
But yeah, I watched The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Was it 6 seasons? Well, 7? Well,
All right.
the last season went 6A, 6B. But to me, that's the greatest show in history.
It is such a great... I remember this guy used to come over my house.
Every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday.
With
I was
pizza.
I was the younger brother. I was never invited.
Yeah.
So John hung out with my older brothers,
Yep.
and they'd have their soprano party, and I'd be hiding in the basement, and I'd secretly watch it too, and
That's-
probably be having the same reactions.
It's funny. I was thinking about that lately. So I was like, we watched Sopranos in your living room,
Yeah.
and like, where's your mom? Like, I don't think she would have approved of that show,
Yeah. Well.
But those were great times, man.
Yeah, I remember that, and these guys, you made like a little video of it too, right?
Yeah.
You guys
Yep.
did a mock
Your brother's
Sopranos.
Jeep, yeah. We drove up and down the Belleville Pike because in the beginning of Pizza Land, in the beginning of Sopranos, the credits, they show Pizza Land, and that's in the town we grew up in.
Mhm.
So we drive by with the music playing, me smoking a cigarette out the window. Good times.
So what other shows did you binge while you were...
I did the new season of Cobra Kai.
Ooh, I just finished that.
Right?
So what do you
I
think?
want more though. Have
right.
these half-hour episodes, man. Come on.
So you've watched everything, right?
I have.
So my wife insists that...
Spoiler alert, in case you didn't watch it.
Well, I won't get into details, but,
Okay.
but my wife insists that they get cornier and cornier as the seasons go. I'm like, that's just the show. That's just the way it is.
It's meant
supposed
to be that way.
Yeah, it's meant to be that way. And she's like, I'm done after this one. But
Really?
but that was maybe 2 episodes before the last one. So I think she would, after that last the finale of that
good finale.
season. Yeah, it was. I think maybe she was getting into it a little bit. I think so.
Once it comes back, she'll be all about it.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah, it's just it's some of it's stupid humor, and some of it's a lot of 80s references, and
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's supposed to be that way. I think they did that on purpose.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, are you a Johnny fan?
I'm a Johnny fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Ralph Macchio, he's
Daniel LaRusso,
so he's a little corny.
I can't stand him in this.
I couldn't
series.
stand him in the movies either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was a little annoying.
Yeah,
but it's interesting how with Johnny they kind of get into his backstory and the way he viewed it, and I don't know. They try to make it like he wasn't that bad a guy. He was a douche.
Oh, he was a douchebag.
Yeah,
absolutely. He came from like a rich family. They were,
Well, yeah, there was some to that backstory where his mother had to
marry somebody else.
marry someone else.
Yeah.
He never really knew his father, so
Right.
he had some sad times and everything that they kind of put a new backstory to it.
Doesn't give you the right to be a bully.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But it's funny how the tables turn, and a little bit of a spoiler alert. Daniel's son is kind of being a bully in school and how things changed.
I don't like that kid.
I don't like him either. He annoys me.
There's no need for his character in the whole show.
Yeah, I was kind of rooting for that poor kid that was getting picked on.
Yeah. Don't accept his apology. Kick his ass.
Yeah. Which it's interesting too because this school brings back the whole old school feel. Like you settle things in the back of the school.
Yeah.
But,
10 kids karate fighting each other in the middle of the school, in the middle of the mall.
Ultimately, I think things need to be talked out, with kids before they start doing that. But like you said, the not too long ago about you fought, the next day you're having pizza together.
You're next day you're best friends.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but I heard the next season is already filmed.
Oh, okay.
They filmed them back to back, and we should see that sooner than later.
Awesome.
Yeah, and maybe we'll see more old school characters come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's still 2 characters missing.
We're missing Hilary Swank,
right?
If she's going to come into it,
right?
And the girl from that one Karate Kid.
We don't like. The good witch, remember? Is that what it was? The bad
Teen Witch.
Teen Witch. Stop that.
Top that. I don't give a...
Oh, my God. I forgot about her. How about Matt Barnes? We need Matt Barnes back.
Oh, Matt Barnes. Wait. Now I'm confused.
He was the guy from Part 3 that Daniel fought at the tournament. That Terry Silver brought in.
Oh, yes.
So maybe we'll see the return of Matt Barnes. Everybody else is coming back. You might as well.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you're going to see Miyagi. You're going to see...
Do a hologram of...
Yeah. You're going to see him. You're going to see Rick Grimes is going to come in and take him out.
What about the uncle guy from Japan?
Sato.
Miyagi. Coward. Yeah. We're horrible. But
speaking of Rick Grimes, though.
Yeah. Oh,
maybe coming. Hey, Walking Dead.
Yeah,
it's a great show.
I know. I
coming back
actually. You know how you have some shows that you just don't want them to end?
Yeah.
I kind of want this one to end.
I
want it like
I don't.
I want that closure. Dude, I have been watching it for how many years now? I mean,
it's been at least 10.
It's been a lot of years.
And I read the comics too, and I'm the way I want the show to end and the way it's going to end are going to be 2 different things.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking forward to the ending. I love this show.
You know what it is though? It's become a little bit overwhelming with all these spinoffs and everything. Right. It's almost like I started watching The Fear of the Walking Dead. I lasted like 2 seasons and I'm out. I'm done.
I did 2 seasons and I stopped. The last one was Beyond the Walking Dead.
Oh gosh.
Or Beyond Worlds. It was something.
Yeah.
I actually liked that one.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good. And then there's another spinoff coming.
You see what I'm talking about? There's like too many, man. It's just too much.
But it's been confirmed.
All right.
But it's a spoiler.
Oh.
Because it's about 2 characters from the show.
Okay.
And we know they're going to survive the show because they already announced that the show's coming out.
That's not a horrible spoiler. It's not like saying this is what happens at the end.
At least we know that these 2 characters are going to
I kind of want to hear it. So, can you say it?
Yeah, it's going to be Daryl and Carol. They're going to have their own show.
Okay.
I mean, Daryl was he's the guy you don't want to die. Obviously.
Yes. Well, Daryl
is the hero.
Wasn't he written into like he wasn't a part of the comics? Was he?
He's not in the comics.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So they're going to start doing their own thing. I wonder. But Carol was in the comics.
Carol was, but she died a long time ago in the comics. She died early.
Oh, okay.
She died when they were at the prison.
Oh wow! Wow. So they I guess they really wanted to keep her. So which is good because I think she's
good character.
She did a 180, man. I mean, in the beginning I was not a fan of her, but then I mean, and just to see how many characters that, like I loved Herschel and I'm like, oh, Herschel, the old guy, and what happened to him. And hopefully no one's going to just go through all those episodes now because that one's one from way back.
There's a lot of episodes that were shocking and sad. And when they killed Glenn.
Yeah, that was and
Abraham, like all at the same time, all these major characters went.
But let me ask you, what do you think about Negan though? I mean, he killed Glenn, but these guys came into his area. He came, and they like went after him.
There's probably no need to bash his head in, but
he was a little dramatic with that, with the whole head bashing.
Yeah.
And the eyeball coming out. And I guess he could have did something else.
Could have cut back a little bit.
Maybe. But it was still pretty cool to say.
It was.
Even though we all love Glenn. But
I think it was shocking because it was Glenn and Abraham at the same time.
And Glenn was an original. So
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Abraham was like tough till the end. Go, give me more, you know. He's like,
well, you got it, buddy.
Yeah.
But honestly, who's left from day one? I mean, Carol.
Yeah.
And the boy.
Yeah, from
Rick's son. No, he's dead.
No, he's dead, man. He's been.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, we're giving spoilers out like crazy here. Sorry, guys.
Well, he died seasons and seasons ago. If you haven't seen it, you're
so
screwed.
I mean, it would be Carol, Daryl.
Yeah, Carol, Daryl. That's it.
Carol, Daryl.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. That's the original two from day one.
Yeah. But you've grown to. I mean, we've grown to love some of these other characters.
Negan is the best character.
Negan, Michonne. Yeah, I mean, Michonne was badass.
She's gone too.
But she didn't die. She just
she went to go look for Rick and never came back.
Oh well.
I don't think we're going to see her either.
Well, thanks for spoiling that for me.
It happened. Well, no, because she went on to do another show. So usually when they quit, like
but look at what's her name.
Like Andrew Lincoln quit, and
yes, but look at what's her name came back.
Maggie came back. Lauren Cohen. Yeah. She her show bombed that she left to go do. And it got canceled, and she's like, "I need work. Can I come back?" So
yeah, wow.
But yeah, good show. Good show.
What about Ozark? Do you watch that at all?
I do. It's coming out soon.
Yeah, I can't.
Two more weeks. Maybe 2 more weeks, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I first when I had my business, my assistant manager Chris had mentioned it to me, and he's like, "Oh, you got to watch Ozark," and I was like, "All right, I'll check it out." I was hooked. Hooked. My wife and I were like, "Yeah." Now we're like waiting, like counting the days till the next season comes out. So
I started Ozark late. I came in season 2 because I binge watched season 1 and 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal. I was almost kicking myself for not watching it from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so good.
What do you like, though? Do you like these Netflix type of shows that come out all at one time, or do you like week to week so that it lasts longer?
I like the binge. I like having the option to binge. Yeah, because there's so many shows out there. You can binge one and then binge another.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But I don't sleep for like days. I mean, it's
I don't
terrible.
Binge like the whole season. I binge like 3 episodes.
No, I can't. I can't.
So
I started watching Yellowstone.
Oh yeah,
Kevin Costner, man, how great is Kevin Costner?
I think he's okay.
He's a sexy dude. He's so good.
Yeah,
I love Kevin Costner.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say.
So there's 4 seasons of that. The 4th season just wrapped up on Paramount. Like,
I don't have I don't have any of that stuff, so I can't.
Well, it's a good show. Guy owns land in Yellowstone, and he's trying to keep it. Everybody wants it. He owns so much of it. He's not the best guy, the nicest guy, but it's a great cowboy show. And so I binge watched 1, 2, 3. Now I'm starting 4, but like season finale of 3 would come on, and I'd be like, I can't go to bed. I gotta watch the episode of 4 now. I gotta find out what just happened.
You gotta learn when to say stop.
So and it's funny. I get into the characters. Like I binge watched, The Sopranos, and I was walking around with a guinea tea on, looking for some gabagool, and and then 2 days later, I'm wearing a cowboy hat, walking around, and telling my wife, what do you think?
You become those characters.
You become those guys.
Yeah.
Man. Just think about it. Like, how cool would it be?
I would love to check it out. Yeah, whenever I have access to it, I'll watch it.
Download the Peacock app. I'll give you my.
Yeah. I think I actually might be able to get Peacock too. I'm not sure.
It's like $3 a month. It's not that much money.
Yeah. And then what was that other show that was on Netflix? That Korean one.
Squid Game.
Oh my God, man!
That show was nuts.
What?
That show was nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it was gory. It was but the crazy thing is, I see like these kids dressing up as characters from that. I'm like, who's showing you the show? I'm like, come on.
I had a kid in my daughter's class that was the Squid Games person for Halloween.
Oh,
did you watch the show? Did you hear about it and think it's cool?
Who knows? It might be just these kids thinking it's cool. It's like I see. Like,
I hope so.
Like I saw my niece. She was wearing something. It was like a band shirt or something. I forget who it was. I was like, oh, you like whatever? And she had no clue.
She had no clue they were.
I was like.
No, Squid Games is great, man.
Yeah, I liked it. I was definitely.
I believe they're
engaged.
being renewed too because it wasn't supposed to, but it became so damn popular.
Oh my God!
Everybody and their mother watched it. Now they got to come up with a part 2.
It doesn't surprise me because I was hooked.
How did you watch it? Subtitles or dubbed?
Here's the thing. I prefer dubbed.
Right.
I didn't know I had that option, so I had the subtitles on the whole time.
So you read Squid Games. You didn't really watch Squid Games.
Yes, I was speaking Korean at the end of it. Yes, I actually know a little Korean.
The dub was great, man. I mean, they did a great job dubbing it. Like, you wouldn't, after the first episode, you wouldn't even realize that they weren't talking that. It was so cool.
I wish my wife said she prefers the subtitles, but she's an editor, so she's used to reading stuff all the time. But
the voices matched. Well, what a great show!
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
It took me a little while to get hooked because the first episode, I was like, "What am I watching? What am I doing? What's the hype about this?"
So, do you have any old school shows that you will watch still, like on reruns and over and over and over again? I have a few. That's why I'm asking you at first. But
yeah, like what do you mean, like sitcoms that rerun? Like Seinfeld.
Exactly.
I don't watch any of those shows.
Oh, okay. So I'm a Frasier addict.
Yeah, you are.
I've met.
I'm looking at him across the bar.
I have a couple pictures of me with Kelsey.
Yeah.
I met him a couple times because he has his brewery now, and he was promoting it, Faith American.
Okay. Shout out.
Out of the Catskills.
Yeah, Faith American Brewery.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he I met him at a couple places, and I feel a little bit of like a stalker, a little bit of like a groupie, but awesome guy. Everything I brought for him to sign, he signed.
That's cool.
And
that's cool when your celeb heroes are pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome. Like, I was totally like, wow, this is just like a normal guy. Came up to me a few times just to chat, and just, I was sitting at the bar the first time I met him. Second time was a little bit busier.
Right.
But awesome guy. And
I've never seen one episode of Frasier.
Oh,
to be honest with you.
I love it. It's more innocent humor.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like. I'm a big Cheers fan.
Yeah. You know what? I just read an interesting fact about Cheers.
What's that?
Shelley Long, right, from Cheers, she left the show because she hated Frasier's character. She hated where the show was going.
Oh.
She didn't like the Frasier character. She thought it was corny. So she didn't want to be on the show anymore. She didn't like that. And she thought Ted Danson was going to go with her. And then Ted Danson was like, no, this is my whole life right now.
Yeah, see, he was the main character.
Yeah. And then they brought on Kirstie Alley, right?
Yes. Yeah. So here's two things. I actually couldn't stand her character on the show. I didn't like her at all. I didn't like her. I didn't like the whole know-it-all character. Right. And I was more of a fan of Kirstie Alley's character.
I agree with that.
But I like the original seasons better than the newer seasons, which Kirstie Alley was in.
Right.
If you really Coach,
yeah.
I actually have a shirt with Coach on it. That's how much I loved Coach.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
And he died young. Young.
And then they brought in Woody Harrelson, right?
Woody came a little bit later.
Yeah.
And Frasier actually wasn't an original either.
No, he wasn't original. No.
Yeah. So
just Norm and the mailman.
Norm and Cliff and yeah.
No, good show.
Yeah. So that's another one I like to watch. I do like the Seinfelds. But you have been watching
Curb Enthusiasm, dude. I wish I found this show when it came out. I literally, within the last 6 months, really
just started watching it. It's so inappropriate. It's hilarious, yeah.
But yet I still can't get myself to watch Seinfeld. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld just annoys me.
Yeah.
His voice, his antics, everything.
So I watch Comedians in Cars. I've watched every episode.
Okay.
And he's a bit
annoying.
He's a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
At times. He's kind of a know-it-all.
Right.
And he kind of like, if you're saying something that's a little off, he'll kind of like look at you like you're an idiot, it seems like. But, which is sad because now you know how he is in real life. But as far as the show goes, I mean, that's just... I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's just the way he is. Right. That's the way he doesn't seem like a bad man at all. Actually,
sure.
Seems like he's actually a pretty decent dude. But certain things like comes across. I'm like, he's a little snooty at times. So
Curb is phenomenal. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with that show because with the Jeff Garland, he's in the news lately with some sexual stuff.
Oh God, another one.
So he's off the Goldbergs now. That show.
Really?
I don't know if he's leaving.
I've caught a few episodes of Goldbergs.
And I'm afraid that it's going to go into Curb because he's part of that show. I mean, you got to have him in there.
That's sad when that happens, and then you like something you like a lot, and it's like Kevin Spacey, or it's like wow, he's, just to see him go that route, and but as far as shows and have you watched Modern Family at all? That's over now.
I've seen a few episodes of that. I like that show. I mean, I don't watch it consistently, but it was a good show.
Yeah.
The Office is like a cult following. I tried watching that.
I could never get into it.
I couldn't.
I was a Parks and Rec guy.
I never seen that.
Oh, Ron Swanson all the way.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But like Steve Carell kind of annoys me a little bit. I don't know. He's not one of my favorite guys.
Yeah.
He's up there with Will Ferrell.
I liked 40-year-old version. I thought that was pretty good. But,
yeah.
Anyways, John, you know what it is.
I know.
You know, you knew it was coming.
About shows?
Yeah, you knew it was coming. Let me finish this first.
All right. Take it easy on me.
Yeah, we're doing it. Getting John to like bourbon.
Here we go.
Oh, it's always watered down by
yes, that's why I keep talking. There's a method to my madness.
I see your method.
So what do we got today?
Today, for you, we're doing a... it's funny because you said you weren't a big rye guy, but I keep giving you ryes. I really got solid there. The ice just kind of formed together there.
I have a funny story about rye. I'm not going to tell it now. Another episode. It involves your grandparents. It's hysterical. In Florida, yeah, it's great.
All right. So I won't give you a lot, John.
Yeah, I'm still recovering, you know. Where were you last week? This might have cleared me up.
I know. There we go. Let that sit for a second. So this is a rye whiskey, not bourbon, but yeah. And this one's a maple cask rye.
Hudson Maple Cask Whiskey.
Yes. And
rye whiskey.
Yes. Anything interesting besides being maple? I mean, it's 46% alcohol, so...
Okay, while you pour, let me check out the bottle here.
All right.
Pour your own.
Yeah.
All right, so this is bottled in Gardner, New York. I don't know where that is.
Well, I guess somewhere like the Hudson Valley. Yeah, up there. And I am going to have today... This is a, there we are, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Special Release. This is another rye whiskey. And this one is actually 66% alcohol.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah. And I'm drinking it out of this cool glass that my wife got me for Christmas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to your wife.
Absolutely.
I actually got a bottle of... bourbon for Christmas from a friend.
Oh, yeah?
It says whiskey bourbon. Would that be a whiskey or would that be a bourbon?
Well, the whole thing is all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. So
okay,
it's
so if it says whiskey bourbon, it's considered a bourbon. That's good.
Yeah, it's bourbon.
It's a Jim Beam.
Yeah, that's just bourbon. Yeah. Right. So, did you move it around a little?
Oh boy.
So, okay. So here's the thing with this one that you're having. The other one I gave you, that Barnegat White Maple one, that was a little bit more maple forward.
Okay.
This one is not as much. You're going to get more of a hint of maple. Okay. Next episode, I'm actually going to give you just a bourbon on rocks. So we're going to get away from all this flavored stuff. And
straight up bourbon.
Yeah.
Not like a maple bourbon. Maybe a sour cream and onion bourbon, something barbecue, something, nothing, just straight up bourbon.
This one's just going to be a straight up, well, on the rocks. So right. Yeah. I don't think you're ready for neat yet.
No, I don't think so either.
Right. Cheers.
This one burns a little bit. It's not as sweet as you gave me the honey and the other maple. Yeah,
the maple. Yeah. Like I've said in the past, the first sip is always going to be different than your second.
Even with the ice in the water, this one burns a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm turning you into a man.
Is that what it is? I don't feel like one when I'm drinking this. It's not bad. It's not
he didn't
great.
Say it was good.
It's not great. It's not awful.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right.
I don't know if this would be my choice. Maybe if it watered down a little bit more and took that sting out. I feel it on the sides of my tongue.
Yeah.
You know?
Try to taste it, though. Let it sit in your mouth for a minute. You don't have to swallow right away.
Okay. The more watered down it gets, the more tolerable it is.
Yeah.
So I definitely think the ice helps.
Just for a quick backstory, the first time I had ordered John, we went out to eat somewhere, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna get an old fashioned. Why don't you get one?" And he had it, and he's like, "Oh,
yeah,
you're like, this is so strong."
2 hours to drink.
So to see him doing this right now, that's definitely some progress there. And that was what, a year ago? Probably.
Yeah, because we sat outside. Ago. Yeah,
and we didn't have much bourbon between then and this podcast.
Probably me, none.
Yeah, until we started this podcast. Yeah, but this one that I'm having right now is fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good old Jack Daniels.
Yes. Well, this is one of those special release ones. So this one on the shelf when I got it, it was probably closer to 90 or so. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see it for about closer to 300.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was a special release. You don't see it. They have a.
What's special about it?
With this
what
one,
did they do to it to make it a special release?
Well, it's a single barrel, so that's always cool. You know, anything that's single barrel, anything. I mean, this one.
So single barrel means it stayed in the same barrel the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, well, it means it's not blended with anything else or anything.
And
so
double barrel is changing from one barrel to the other.
Well, no. No, I think the biggest thing is that a lot of bourbon is like they blend it. They might take like 12 barrels or something like that, and they mix it together and stuff.
Okay,
and this one has only been in one barrel. So if you
there's not many of those bottles.
Yeah. So basically, if you get something that's really good from a single barrel, and they don't have to do any mixing or anything of the sort. Okay. That's pretty good, to see like, wow, you produce this liquid and you didn't have to mess with it, you didn't have to do anything. Right. And also with barrel proof like this, it means they're not adding any water or anything of that sort to it to like, say you're doing something that's in bonds, that's 100 proof. It has to always be 100 proof. And with the regulations and everything of that sort. So, like, for instance, put that right there. All right.
1792.
Like, this is 1792. That's bottled in bonds. So, excuse me. And with this one, it's got to be always 50% alcohol. There's regulations. So they did that back in the day. I don't know if I've said this before, but they did that back in the day, back in Prohibition days and things like that, because a lot of people were making really crap bourbon, right. or selling things, calling it bourbon. Like they would take like their tobacco spit and put it in it for brown color and stuff like that. Right. And people were getting really, really sick.
Gotcha.
So something like that's bottled in bonds, it's got to be in a warehouse for a certain amount of time. And that warehouse has to be guarded. No one's in there messing with it. It has to be the same exact alcohol every time. So that's basically when it comes to bottled in bond stuff. So
so it's like controlled. It's a controlled.
Yes. Right. So like this is not. Like, this is whatever proof it comes to, it's what it comes to.
Right.
And like I said, to get something that tastes great, that's a higher proof, they're doing something right there. So
good for Jack Daniels. I mean, I always think of Jack Daniels as just your basic whiskey or bourbon.
Wow, there's so many different variations. I thought the same thing when I first started.
But he wants a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not buying Jack Daniels. But then you learn, you're like, oh, wait. This one looks pretty cool. Oh, or wait, this one tastes fantastic.
Right.
So all these places have different variations, and you're going to pay for it too. Though you want that better variation. Absolutely. You're going to pay for it. But hey, man, I'm glad you're coming along for the ride and
doing it.
And yeah, absolutely. Well, once again, John, I'm glad to see you back.
Yes,
and
great to be back. Sorry. I put a damper in your week last week, and we couldn't record. I mean, this is the highlight of our week, man. We're old.
I only had 3 tears this time. I cried a little bit. Yeah. But cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man.
All right, and cheers to everyone else.
Cheers to everyone else. Shout out to Other Half, Jack Daniels,
the
Hudson. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. Exactly. Like the video.
Yeah.
Comment if you want to see me dye my beard. All right? And that's it. Cheers.
All right, let's tie that beer.
That's it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.